Hey, good morning, Dave.
Доброе утро.
What's going on?
Добро пожаловать на крайний день нажава дайвинга.
Our dive masters have many talents, but I didn't know that they even spoke Russian.
Давай, let's go!
Давай, до свидания!
A dive club from Moscow came a long way to spend 1 week with us on board the Solmar 5. Russians are special people, and they have their very own culture in many ways, but at the end of the day, you can't help but like their warm-hearted nature. We welcomed them with warm Mexican weather and the breathtaking diving that can only be found here. Roca Partida at this trip could be described in one word: wonderland. I only remember 2 or 3 trips which may have topped the amount of sea life out here. Maybe. Most of the species that can be seen here regularly showed up during this trip in abundance. There was almost no spot around the rock where we didn't see some form of aquatic life. Sharks everywhere and extremely shallow at times. Huge tunas, schools of bonitos, schools of mackerels, schools of big-eye jacks, congregations of blackjacks, and the list goes on. The sharks were piling up in their resting places like I have never seen it before. The visibility wasn't perfect, but it didn't need to be. We saw everything because there was plenty of it. Just to name an example of how you can picture a dive. One time I spent the entire dive at 30 feet watching man-sized tuna going back and forth. Same goes for sharks on other dives. What a feast for the eye. I filmed so much, and it is so difficult to only show you a fraction of what we saw. San Benedicto Island has recently been a reliable place for dolphin encounters, and it didn't let us down this trip either. We saw our little playful friends at the canyon and the boiler. Same goes for the mantas. And this wave of a tail on our last day was probably the final goodbye for this whale season. And what a season it was, unbelievable. But something tells me that another giant is just waiting around the corner. And I give you a hint, the word starts with a W and ends with ale shark. I'm sure that the divers of this last trip are going to take home unforgettable memories of a remote place somewhere out in the Pacific Ocean.
Дамы и господа, мы, как всегда, с Ардайв-клубом посетили незабываемое море Кортеса и получили незабываемые впечатления от дайвинга. Мы видели все, что можно было увидеть в этих водах: манты, акулы, стаи рыб, прекрасные морские звезды и другие морские обитатели. Всем рекомендуем путешествие с кораблем Solmar.
От имени нашего женского коллектива, нашей команды, и я как мамочка команды, хочу сказать огромное-огромное спасибо всем, кто принимал участие в этом сафари. Мы очень много интересного видели. Спасибо, что включили солнышко. Было все замечательно. И мы всегда вместе будем плавать. Ура!